to bottles and boxes dropped during the Berlin airlift.
Something stupid that nobody would think of keeping. I mean, they threw them out the back of an airplane.
U.S. military history is his hobby. His collection began when the Cold War ended, when the first of the U.S. troops left Germany. Today, the drawdown in Europe has him busier than ever.
Ever since the Americans have started leaving, I have been going through the various compounds.
Take these old abandoned buildings. John says when this base shuts down, he'll search every corner, every building. That's how he operates. He takes what nobody else wants, and he turns it into a historian's treasure.
We just closed down Friedberg and Gießen, which kept me awful busy. Before the key was turned over, I had gone through every single room.
For a man who grew up in the Army, this history is sort of a link to his childhood.
But I actually do it because somebody needs to do it.
He keeps the past locked up in another piece of history.
We are in a former ammunition bunker here in Lumbertheim. Everywhere we've been, we've left something behind.
Picking up what's left behind for future generations. Michelle Michael, Lambertheim, Germany.
That's the Army Today from the Soldiers Media Center in Washington. For the latest military news and information, log on to army.mil.
Tell me what's wrong, talk to me. We're the only one out there. There's no doctor, there's no hospital, there's no ambulance. It's us, hospital corpsmen. How you feeling, buddy? Keep talking to me.
There's nothing purer than a corpsman out in the field on a patrol with his Marines.
This is Nailbender. Stand by for medevac, over.
Bravo team set. Alpha team go. Alpha team set. Bravo go.
Once you come to the Fleet Marine Force and you earn the title Doc, you become, in essence, a Marine.
Here we go. Come on, right to the ambulance.
What we're there for is to keep Marines healthy and be able to get them out to the line again so that they can put fire against the enemy.
Oh, man!
North, have you filled out the form completely?
You again.
Yep. North, look on the form at the email address. Use your official account unless you're a retiree.
Fine, then.
Also, look at your physical address field and make sure your official mailing address is in there. Now you're ready to submit. Wasn't that easy?
Oh, man!
Biggest Loser, 9 p.m. AFN Prime Tuesday.
When I'm at work, my equipment and I are always mission ready.
Patrol 10, Central. Roger out.
But when I'm off duty, I follow the same rules. This is how I own the edge, and so can you.
Located in Hohenfels, Germany, this is the Joint Multinational Readiness Center in the box. More than 300 Russian land forces and 1-4 infantry battalion soldiers trained together at the Hohenfels training area as part of Exercise Torgau 2007. The company-level exercise brought the two nations together to improve coalition planning, mutual understanding, and U.S.-Russian interoperability. Classroom training, a live fire exercise, and even a cultural day rounded out a very successful event.
Thank you. The two-week exercise is the culmination of a series of meetings, of old friends, and renewed partners. It's the best cooperation between two professional, competent, well-led armies that I've seen in my over 30 years of service.
This exercise is conducted in the framework of Partnership for Peace.
And that's the JMRC in the box.
The girls make their first video. But stardom's not as easy as it looks.
Mary, look at the camera. Again, you guys gotta do it in sync.
The Pussycat Dolls present Girlicious.
Monday, 9 p.m. on Extra.
Over the weekend, around 150 Wiesbaden community members gathered for the WISH program half marathon. We spoke with the 1st Armored Division's Senior Family Readiness Group leader.
This is a wonderful event today. It's a WISH 5K walk or run for those who are registered in the WISH program. I just would like to thank all of the people who supported this particular event, in particular the staff here at the Wiesbaden Fitness Center. A tremendous amount of work goes into this kind of event. It doesn't happen overnight. And for those who are ready to take on a bigger challenge, it's a half marathon. And I'm excited to be here. I feel the adrenaline pumping, and a lot of it has to do with the excitement because that's contagious. And I would like the soldiers of the 1st Armored Division to know that I am dedicating this race to them every step of the way, especially to my favorite 1AD soldier. And I think whenever we gather as a community for something, it's a good thing. But when we get together for something that's focused on health and wellness and fitness, and when we can incorporate the WISH program into it, then it's a terrific event. So thank you to everybody who made this happen.
Congratulations to Walter Johnston from the User Band in Heidelberg, who placed first with a time of 1 hour and 20 minutes. Second place went to David Amador from the Wiesbaden 1st Military Intelligence Battalion with a time of 1 hour and 21 minutes. The marathon was dedicated to the men and women of the 1st Armored Division from Wiesbaden, Germany.
To view, save, or email this story, visit our website at afneurope.net.
When USAREUR units need tools, they go to the Rapid Tool Program. The Rapid Tool Program vendor will visit unit locations twice monthly. They carry a 300-line basic load of tools that can be purchased to fill toolbox shortages or to provide warranty exchange. If a tool is out of stock, the vendor will get that tool to the unit within 48 hours. If you'd like to know more about the Rapid Tool Program, the tools list and delivery schedule is posted on the USAREUR G4 website at extranet.g4.h2usareur.army.mil.
Like apple pie or the 4th of July, AFN The Eagle brings you a slice of home. The Eagle delivers music, news, and information with a hometown feel. Always serving America's best, AFN The Eagle.
The University of Maryland was bringing classes to my post where I'm stationed, and I was able to take classes during my lunch period and right after work without having to go anywhere else.
The biggest draw was it was regionally accredited, and it's here, which made it easier to interact with the field reps and actually find classes that I need with their help.
They focused on just me. I wasn't just a number to them. I was just a person that needed their help, their assistance, and they really showed that they care.
They never saw him coming.
Springfield's cruelest criminal is back, and he's coming after Bart.
Hey, what smells so good?
The Simpsons.
8 p.m. AFN Prime Tuesday.
It's something we all do. And this is how it's done. The USO depends entirely on the generosity of the American people. Help us support our troops until everyone comes home.
In October 1945, the United Nations was formed to help stabilize international relations and to promote peace throughout the world. Less than 5 years later, the North Korean People's Army attacked South Korea. The date was June 25, 1950. Within 14 hours of the invasion, the UN Security Council called an emergency meeting. The Council condemned the attack as a breach of peace and voted unanimously to oppose the aggression. This decision would mark the first time in history that international forces would fight together as one force and fight toward a common goal of world peace under the one flag of the United Nations. The United States' participation in the Korean War as part of the UN forces is an important part of our American military history.
You're invited to the wedding event of the year.
This is major.
And it's going to be posh.
Oh my God, it's perfect spice.
A night of double dealing.
It's bad luck to see the bride on her wedding day.
That's for the bodyguard. Double crossing.
You betrayed me.
And a deception so big, it could cost someone their life.
Someone call 911.
Victoria Beckham guest stars.
Ugly Betty, 9 p.m. Spectrum Wednesday.
Peacekeeping missions, and humanitarian assistance missions, which families have accepted as part of their job.
Service members have made many sacrifices in the fight for freedom. Our families have sacrificed also.
If you'd like more information on what assistance is available to military families, visit militaryonesource.com.
Thank you for your service and sacrifice in protecting our great nation.
I was cooking fish. The stove was still on. I went to the restroom. As I was coming back, he was saying fire, fire. And him and my daughter went downstairs, and I attempted to put it out by putting the lid on it. It didn't work. The fact that my husband was just some seconds away didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. We still learned the lesson that that's not close enough. It's not good enough. It's still considered unattended.
This trip does as well. And again, you're heroes. Thanks for your service.
Pre-combat checks. We do them for a reason. We operate on the edge every day. To come back safe, we have to own that edge. Manage risk. Own the edge.
Have you been to commissaries.com lately? We've added lots of useful features to bring your store right to your door. Check your store's opening hours. Print a map of how to get there. See what special services they offer. Even take an aisle-by-aisle tour. Let your fingers shop the aisles of Virtual Commissary for nice gift baskets. Or give the gift of groceries with a Commissary gift certificate. Even apply for a DECA Fisher House scholarship. Discover your benefit at commissaries.com.
University of Phoenix.
thinking ahead.
My name is Manny Ortiz, and I've been making key lime pie since 1955. The secret to make a good key lime pie is the key lime juice. The Spanish people, when they came to the Keys, they grow some lime and throw around, and that's where they grow the key lime in here. They started green and then they're yellow, and it's real tart in key lime, more tart than anything else. I do the meringue now because I like the meringue better than the cream.
I like the meringue part of it. Some don't have the meringue. That's the real key lime pie right there.
Thank you for you doing. And every time you come to the Keys, coming to Manny needs to have a piece of key lime pie on us.
Sure was a tough day out there today.
When all this is over, I reckon I'll return to Wyoming. Buy me a little house on the prairie.
I've heard there's all sorts of opportunities out in California. I'm headed west, thinking about doing a little gold mining.
Well, I'm still weighing the pros and cons of state tax structures. You know, some have the added benefits of no state income taxes, but there are other considerations to weigh, such as higher costs of living, retirement benefits, lots of other factors. You have to be careful.
When did you get so smart?
Thinking about changing your legal residence? Check with your legal office to find out more.
We get retirement benefits?
Can you tell which of these people is American? Who is military and who isn't? No? Then they're doing everything right. Reduce your risk of being a target of terrorism.
Hi, Jason. My name's Zach. My mom told me you play football. Me too. You'll want to meet Matthew. He's our quarterback. And the cheerleaders, they're okay. We have a pretty good soccer team too, even though my sister's the goalie. We have some awesome video games at the rec center. I'll show you around when you get here.
Sponsorship is more rewarding when you get the whole family involved.
They never saw him coming. Springfield's cruelest criminal is back, and he's coming after Bart.
Hey, what smells so good?
The Simpsons.
8 p.m. AFN Prime Tuesday. 2.5 Men, 7 p.m. AFN Prime Thursday.
I knew that he had a girlfriend. She killed herself, and now she's haunting you, and I don't think she's gonna stop.
New Ghost Whisperer. AFN Spectrum Monday.
Like apple pie or the 4th of July, AFN the Eagle brings you a slice of home. The Eagle delivers music, news, and information with a hometown feel. Always serving America's best, AFN the Eagle.
Soldiers have many tools to help them successfully accomplish their mission. Tools are also available to help family members manage their missions at home. Visit your garrison's Army Community Service Center to learn more. Real-life solutions for successful Army living.
There's strong, then there's Iron Strong. Soldiers of the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 1st Armored Division are Iron Brigade soldiers. Their strength lives in their commitment to excellence and the mission. They are one team with one objective: to protect freedom from our adversaries. They are warriors, fully trained, properly equipped, and well led. They are Iron Soldiers, the strength of our nation. They answer the call to duty proudly. Iron Brigade soldiers, strike hard.
I was just in the first month of my second tour. On my 179th mission, I was shot down just south of Hanoi. I was pretty badly broken up and had a broken arm, broken back, broken leg, and ended up spending 6 years as a prisoner of war. The code of conduct really is a moral code that just guides your life. And when you have nothing, when you're stripped of your dignity and your pride, your honor, your everything, all you have to fall back on is your character and your integrity and your honor. That's it. That's all you have. And this moral guide called the code of conduct. And just the first one, loyalty to your country, that you may die for your country and you're going into combat, so you better be ready. You better believe in your country, believe in your cause, have faith in your government, have faith in your American way of life, and never lose faith with your fellow POWs or them and you. That's your rock, is your fellow POWs. And I still love America, and I have no regrets from having served my country and having suffered a little bit for one tour.
Here's the true story. A female corporal got transferred to this office. The guys here love to tell jokes, sometimes off-colored jokes. The corporal felt uncomfortable. She didn't know any of these guys. She told them it bothered her, but some of them thought she just couldn't take a joke. What they thought was completely irrelevant, because sexual harassment is all about what the behavior looks like and feels like to someone else.
Greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
This woman has an addiction that's starting to ruin her family life and her military career. An addiction so strong that it's as if she has no control. But she doesn't smoke, and she doesn't even drink. Her addiction can't...
Really love the pictures that your aunt sent back from her trip to Paris, and I could have got a lot out of your dad's flight itinerary from his trip to Iraq. You girls need to be careful what information you're putting out there. You never know who's watching.
Who was that? I have no idea.
The European Forces Swim League. Take to the water and test yourself against other swim teams and individuals across Europe. Visit the Swim League website at swimefsl.redanet.net for more.
I see you. Her photos. His photos. Our photos. Your photos. Browse, upload, share. Spotted. Free photo sharing at spotted.stripes.com.
It was a quiet night in the big city until she walked in.
I'm sponsoring a newcomer. What do I do?
When I was in the service and got assigned to Germany, I didn't know the difference between a schnitzel and a schnauzer. But my sponsor gave me the scoop about my unit, the base, even the country.
Well, I can certainly do that.
Sure you can, doll.
Tell me more about sponsorship.
Even though many Americans are stationed overseas, their votes still make a big difference in the States. In 2006, 91 votes determined the election for a representative in Connecticut. In 2002, a Minnesota state senator's race was decided by 7 votes. That same year, the governor of Alabama was elected by less than a 1% margin. The point is, no matter how far from home you may be, your vote matters. Make it count.
On July 2nd, 2007, CW2 Mark Burroughs and CW2 Stevenson Freeney were supporting ground forces south of Baghdad when their OH-58 Delta Kiowa attack helicopter was shot down. The The pilots survived the crash and hid from the nearby insurgent fighters in a ditch. As the Task Force Marne pilots waded neck-deep in water, Apache crewman CW-3 Alan Davidson from Tumwater, Washington, and CW-2 Micah Johnson, a Del Rio, Texas native, rushed to the crash site and quickly made the decision to rescue the pilots. With Sinfrini wounded, Burroughs and Johnson strapped themselves to the sides of the Apache helicopter. For their actions, CW-3 Alan Davidson and CW-2 Micah Johnson were awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross for valor.